In this video, we're going to be taking a look at this, the brand new Starlink backpack. It's an official accessory from Starlink that is designed to allow you to take your Starlink on the go. It fits the complete Gen 3 standard kit inside, allowing you to take it just about anywhere on your back. So we're going to be going over the Starlink backpack, the features, talking about the price, whether I think it's worth it or not. So let's jump right in with a little overview of how this thing works. But before we get too far into the review of this thing, I just want to say this thing looks super awesome in person. Now, when I saw it for sale on the Starlink shop, it gave me some major Star Wars vibes. So I think mainly just the color. It kind of looked more glossy black on the website, but now that I have it here in person, it's a very textured kind of matte black finish. But just the design of it with the angles here and the black and white finishing, white accents, just gives me some major Star Wars looks. I really like the look of this thing, which is the main reason why I picked it up. We'll get into a little bit more of who this is for and why I think anyone would buy it later on. But I just wanted to kind of highlight the look of this thing. Very cool aesthetics, especially compared to the previous generation Starlink backpack, which I have here as well, which we'll get into here in a minute. But now let's open it up and see what's inside. Pretty cool. Okay, so more of those cool, like clean, modern Star Wars looky vibes. It's got like an all flat black interior. You can see these compartments are massive. Let me spin it around. Kind of angle it up this way. I need a bigger table for this product review, honestly. But what we have here is two different compartments. You have the front side of the pack, which holds your Starlink dish. And then you have the back side of the pack, which holds everything else, all the components, plus an additional pocket for like a laptop or whatever else that you're wanting to carry with the Starlink. So let me just start off by showing you how it works. So when you're wanting to pack up your kit, first thing you probably want to do is open up this container, this side on the left here, which is where you store your actual Gen 3 Starlink dish. So if you unzip this pocket here, flap comes back and exposes the area where you're supposed to store the antenna part of your Starlink kit. So I have a Gen 3 kit right here, and it's got a nice indentation that shows you exactly where that little kickstand mount goes. So it should just lay right in there flat. And it does have some edging kind of cut out so you can see exactly where that dish is supposed to lay. So I've got that in there, and we can just zip it back shut. So now your Starlink antenna is neatly hidden away there underneath this cover. This side is pretty interesting. You've got basically two halves of this side. You have a top half, which has all of your accessories, maybe a laptop. It's enough, Starlink says, to put about a 16-inch laptop in here. So you could put maybe your charging cable and a laptop or whatever else that you're trying to bring with you. And then the bottom half is where all the components for the Gen 3 standard kit go. So let me just kind of assemble that here real quick. I should probably mention the price of this thing, now that I've been talking about it for several minutes now. It's $199, so a couple $100 for, a Starlink travel case. I got it directly from Starlink at their shop. I paid my own money for this, so it's not like they send me any products or anything. So all my opinions are my own and not influenced by Starlink in any way. I will say that, it's pretty expensive for what you get. Even the best, Pelican case, like the one I put in my, emergency, Starlink mini emergency kit, that's easily under $200 for a, I think, more functional case. But like I'd mentioned, this is kind of just one of those cool, like novelty products almost. So I don't think very many people necessarily are going to be interested in buying this, but I still wanted to check it out, review it, and let you know my thoughts. And luckily it comes with this little information card that shows you exactly how to put all the components inside and where they go, and then how to deploy the kit, the backpack kit, once you have everything inside, which I'm glad, because it kind of is almost a puzzle, like how this goes together. So the bottom compartment actually has a zipper that you undo, and then the whole thing flips up here. And this is just to be able to fit all of your components and initially place them. So interestingly, as my router's kind of falling out here, interestingly, they include a 15-foot Starlink cable in this backpack kit. And that's so you don't have to lug around your 50-foot or 75-foot or whatever you have, because I don't even think that would fit inside this kit. So they have this 15-foot Starlink cable already wrapped up here on the bottom in this compartment. And they want you to basically hook everything up. So I've got the cable routed behind here, hooked up to the router. I've got the power supply set in its place, the excess cable wrapped around this little loop right here and plugged into the back of the Starlink router. The other side of the, on the AC power side of the Gen 3 power supply is right here with the plug, so it's easily accessible. And then back to the Starlink cable, we have the other end of that, also easily accessible. So it all fits in their designated places, so that when you flip this down, all right, I've got it all zipped up now properly. So this is a better look at what it looks like, the finished product. So again, you come back in here, you have easy access to your Starlink cable to be able to take that out. You have also easy access to your AC power cord. You'll also notice there are two cutouts here, one underneath the power cable cover and then the other one under the Starlink cover. And that's so when you deploy this, you don't have to take everything out. You just take the cords, route them through this little slot right here and this slot right here. That way you have the power cord and then the Starlink dish cable easily accessible, and you're able to kind of keep the case closed and just those two necessary cables are exposed. Now the top half of the case is going to be your accessory pouch. So you can see you have enough space here for roughly a laptop. It's not very deep, it's probably 3/4 of an inch deep, but it is foam padded, and this cover is kind of magnetic, so it'll lightly hold whatever you have in its place, especially when it's shut. It's pressing up against this flat Starlink dish cover as well. Carrying over that discussion about aesthetics, this is just so nice looking, especially compared to the older case, which I'll show you here in just a moment. But you have what kind of looks like ventilation. This is actually the router behind here, so this doubles as the power supply, so I'm sure that's sort of functional as far as a little mesh venting goes, but it just kind of looks cool as far as the different textures. This is all like flat black, and it's not plasticky, it's kind of a rubberized textured coating, so it looks really nice. All these flaps are magnetic, and they sit pretty nicely. Some of them pop out when you don't have the cables in there just right, but not a big deal when you have the case closed. Obviously you're not going to see it, but I just think it, my first impression of putting this together is it just looks so cool. That's one of the main reasons, like I said, that I even bought it in the first place, just because it's kind of a cool novelty item to have if you're into Starlink. You're super nerdy and like to collect everything Starlink. This is definitely one to put on your list. All right, so I've got it zipped back up, and let me just flip it around to show you the backpack part of the Starlink backpack. So as you can see, we got some nice, thick, heavy straps, and unfortunately, these are not removable. So everything is sewn into the pack itself, including this top carry handle. So it really is only a backpack. And that was kind of my main criticism of the first generation Starlink backpack for the actuated dish, was that you really couldn't use it for anything other than a backpack, because if you're talking about storing this like in an RV or on your shelf or something, these straps just kind of hang there and everything gets in the way for just basic shelf storage. So this really is only a backpack. But it is pretty decent at being a backpack. You've got some nice back padding. Interesting feature here, you've got an additional storage pouch. You've got hip belts for the first time. That wasn't on the first generation. And on your shoulder straps, you have another storage pocket right there, and plenty of these little hooks to be able to attach additional gear to it. You got a sternum strap in addition to that hip strap that I talked about, and that's about it. Everything is adjustable. From a backpacking perspective, I do a lot of camping and backpacking and hiking, and so I have several of my own backpacking backpacks. And from that perspective, this is pretty good as far as the shoulder straps and the back padding and the amount of ventilation that it provides. But, really I felt like, just trying it on a second ago, it spreads the weight of this dish out pretty well so that you'd be able to carry it for, quite some distance, definitely a few miles or more in a day, and your back wouldn't be hurting as a result of that. So the backpack itself weighs about 10 pounds. And in addition to having all the Starlink accessories in there, you're talking around 20 pounds or over. So it's a fairly heavy setup, but if you need to carry Starlink out into remote areas, this is a decent choice. It does a good job of fitting the weird shape of the Starlink Gen 3 standard dish, whereas other backpacks, like the ones I use for backpacking, wouldn't be able to fit that form factor. It's very rectangular with hard angles, and unless you have a huge, gigantic 70-liter backpack, I don't think you're going to be fitting a dish inside of that thing. So this is definitely purpose-built for being a backpack for Starlink and really nothing else, maybe a laptop or some extra charging cables or something. So like I had mentioned, I don't think very many people are going to buy this on the merits of just it being a Starlink backpack, because it's pretty good at being that, just a dedicated Starlink backpack. But my review is more focused toward the improvements over their first product, which is this right here. This is the first generation Starlink backpack for the Generation 2 actuated dish. And right off the bat, you can just see how much they've improved in terms of quality and aesthetics, and definitely size. So this thing is much thinner, obviously because the Gen 2 dish was a much larger overall package with the motors and the mast and everything like that. But the case itself, just being a backpack, this thing is so much more massive and cumbersome to wear around and carry everything in. The material and qualities of this thing too are way lower than on this current newest generation Starlink backpack. So the foam and everything inside of here was just really cheap feeling, and everything was cut out, just foam cutouts. There were no cool magnetic flaps or anything like that to organize everything. So they've also made improvements over the first generation with their backpack, the backpack side as well. So the straps on the newest one are way better. They have more functionality with the pockets and the straps. These back pads are flimsy on this one compared to much more sturdy and I think durable on the newer generation one. And you actually have a hip belt. So this one had a hip belt, this one does not. And I think a backpack of this size with the kind of weight that you're going to be putting in this, you definitely want a hip belt to be able to carry those heavy loads over long distances. Some additional features and things to talk about while we have them here. So these zippers are lined with kind of a rubber cover. So this backpack is probably not totally waterproof, but definitely water resistant. I wouldn't worry about rain or anything like that if you're carrying it on a trail and you start to have some kind of precipitation. These zipper covers are going to protect you from that. You might want to just keep the zippers toward the bottom of the pack just to keep any water from getting into the zipper area. And this is what it looks like on. It's fairly comfortable from a backpack point of view. Like I said, I do a lot of backpacking, so kind of know how one should fit and feel. And this is fairly heavy, like I said, probably around 15, 20 pounds total package weight right here, but it carries fairly well. I wouldn't have a problem, going 5 or 10 miles or something like that with this. I don't think anybody would be doing some serious distance with this kind of pack on, but if you're needing to carry this several miles into a remote location, this could probably be a pretty good option. But most importantly, I think you'd have the coolest looking backpack on the trail, no doubt about that. All right, so final thoughts about the Starlink backpack for the Gen 3 standard dish. Well, in comparison to the previous generation, this thing is improved by leaps and bounds, not only from the aesthetic point of view. This thing looks great, gives off some major Star Wars vibes with the black and white, the textured finish here, and all the cool angles and everything. But also functionality is improved as well. So the shoulder straps, much improved, much more functional. And just the packaging, everything is so much smaller thanks to the Gen 3 standard antennas, smaller form factor. Everything just fits neatly inside the case, is super organized with easily accessible cables, cable management, all that sort of thing. My biggest problem with this product and the last Starlink backpack is that, from a practical perspective, who is going to really be using this or buying this? If you're carrying your Starlink Gen 3 standard dish out on trail in a use case where you'd want a backpack like this, you also have to think about the fact you have to power that Starlink dish somehow. So where are you going to power it from? Are you walking into a place that has AC power? That's great because you'll be able to just, unzip the kit, take the power cord out, plug it right in, set up the antenna, having a clear view of the sky. That's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. But what happens if you're just hiking out to the remote wilderness? You'll have to carry some kind of power supply separately from this because you can't really fit anything that will power the standard dish inside of this pack. It only has enough extra room for maybe a laptop. So that's kind of my main sticking point with these products is like, okay, who are they really for? You can't, I would understand making a case for the Mini like this. If they had a Starlink backpack for the Mini with enough room to carry a portable power bank, that'd be awesome. Speaking of the Mini, could you use this case with the Mini? Absolutely. It's going to be a little bit weird because you have some of the pockets and storage organization that are not designed for the Mini. And then in the dish side of itself, where the antenna goes, your Mini is just going to be hanging out there, kind of flopping around in there. So although you could use it, I think I'd wait. I think Starlink's probably going to end up releasing a backpack for the Mini specifically sometime in the future. I don't know why they chose to do one for the standard dish when they have the Mini, which is, kind of marketed as being able to fit into a backpack. So who knows what their decision making was on that. But overall, I think, like I said earlier in the video, this is kind of a novelty product, probably like for people like myself that are just, obsessed with Starlink and they want to buy everything that they come out with. It's going to look cool hanging up on my wall, or if I have to, carry my Starlink around in my car or something, I might just throw it in here just because it looks cool and it's functional as a case and as a backpack. But at $200, probably not something that a lot of people are going to pick up. But let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any questions about this Starlink backpack, if you have any things that you would like me to see do with it, let me know in the comments below. As always, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next video.